For today's lesson, let's zoom into the key pillars of high-performing teams. So what does it take to build a high-performing team? And what do I mean by high-performing teams? Well, from an OKR point of view, a high-performing team is a team that consistently achieves its objective and key results. A team that works together to execute the plans to achieve the goals. So if an employee achieves his OKR, that's really good. If the employee achieves his OKR, but the team did not achieve the OKR, then this is no good. Say a team of 5, if only 2 persons achieve their OKR, then the other 3 miss theirs. Then I don't think the team will achieve its overall OKR as well. So the key pillars are the ingredients that makes a great team. Okay? When a sports team wins a championship, the players and the coaches often cite playing together as a cohesive team is the key to their win. The same is true in the business world. Businesses with high-performing teams are more successful because they are able to achieve their objective and key result, which translate to a big boost in their bottom line. Another benefit of having high-performing team is that it builds a culture of winning in the organization. It also improves productivity, increases employee motivation, encourages collaboration, and builds trust and respect among employees. Now, how do we build a high-performing team? Well, so you might be wondering, what are the key pillars of high-performing team? Well, let me share with you the 3 key pillars of high-performing teams. First one, it's about the clarity of purpose. Without purpose, there's no team. With purpose, a team can begin to form. Team is a cornerstone of organizational success. Lack of clarity about purpose is a frequent cause of team failure. So as an OKR coach, we need to lead our team to understand the very existence of the team and answer the questions. What are we here to accomplish? When the purpose is clear to all, then it provides the motivation for ongoing effort and willingness to endure setbacks and tackle tough obstacles. Consider the significance of purpose in your team. Check with each team member for a thorough understanding of the entire team purpose, their individual role, why their role is critical for the team success. There are 3 successful tips to consider for your team to ensure clear purpose. And they are, the first one, clarity. Clarify what is expected. The second one, test for understanding. And the third one, establish standards and accountability for team meetings and necessary follow-up. Now, the second pillar of high-performing team is communication. Above-the-line communication and solution talk. Now, please refer back to our lessons earlier on these 2 topics. Consider applying these tips on communication to your team. First, develop an atmosphere of trust, inclusion, and open communication. Secondly, as a team leader, resist giving your own opinion initially in team discussion. Third, freely admit mistakes to each other. Okay? Now, let's come to the third pillar of high-performing team, which is trust and relationship. Trust plays an essential role in building high-performing teams. For teams to work together, they need to know they can trust each other, that they can fall back on each other if the need arises. Moreover, when you build trust among teams, they give each other the space and autonomy to accomplish their tasks and make their own decision. Trust makes people feel safe. When they feel safe, they open up and they let their team members know about their strengths and weaknesses. They are more proactive with their ideas, take risks, listen to each other, and then arrive at a consensus. As a result, there's more collaboration, commitment, and team members aren't afraid to expose their vulnerabilities with each other. The best way to build trust is by listening and self-disclosure. How do you know to what degree of trust that exists on the team? Well, here are the 5 signs that your team has trust. First, they support each other. They seek out and accept help from each other. They are not defensive about their participations. They don't hide their mistakes, and they care about each other. Okay, so those are very, very important. Now, the 4th pillar of high-performing team is clear roles, responsibility, and leadership. When Gallup poll explored why people left their managers, they found out that pay, benefits, and expected perks were not the main reasons why they left. The 2 primary reasons they quit were because their managers caused them to feel undervalued and expectations were not clear. I have personally learned from coaching team members and team leaders that what frustrates them the most is unclear roles and responsibility, which directly leads to shaky expectation. People deserve to know how their own assigned tasks on the team relate to what their fellow team members are asked to do. Each of your team members' responsibility must be interconnected and dependent upon one another. It takes great leadership to build high-performing teams. Leaders who are not afraid to course correct, make difficult decisions, and establish standards of performance that are consistently being met and improving at all times. Is each member on board with clear expectation, and is their focus on achieving the team's objective in a trusting, mutually supportive environment? When people work together, there are sure to be disagreements. It is up to the team members to resolve the conflict amicably and not let it turn into a full-blown dispute. There are times that you need to come in to facilitate the team conflicts. Well, first, set a context by revisiting the team values and the explicit and agreed upon norms, expectation, or the rules of engagement. Once you have set the context, then ask the parties involved to come up with a solution based on that context. You will be surprised how fast they can work out their differences. But conflicts aren't always a bad thing. Conflicts can sometimes turn into constructive and useful work. Disagreements especially might rise if people with diverse experiences and personality styles are grouped together, rather than those with similar experiences. So the key to resolving such conflict is that people accept diverse opinions and perspectives. If team members can group their diverse opinions, skills, and experiences together, they can achieve a lot more than a group formed on similar experiences. The key factors that influence employee performances are job satisfaction, training and development, employee engagement, goals and expectation, tools and equipment, morale, and company culture. So these are some of the factors that you can consider to build a high-performing team in your organizations.